serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
The chaos and destruction in the Gaza Strip is beyond comprehension. Virtually everyone is displaced, hungry, and in urgent need of life-saving humanitarian support. The Al-Imdad Foundation has been working tirelessly to address the health, nutrition, and water needs of the population. Our hospital, water deliveries, and hot meal programs are made possible with your support. Your donation, big or small, is a lifeline for those in dire need. Help Gaza survive. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
There was a highway robber, a thief, very famous at his time. He was in love with one girl and he had the habit of sneaking into her house some way and watching her, observing her for some time. And in night, he would go and attack caravans, Hajj caravans, travelers, and he would strip them of their property and their wealth and their belongings. He was notorious to the extent that a lot of the caravans most of the time would change route to avoid that area. One night he climbs up the wall of the house of that girl that he loves, and he sneaks into the house, and as he was making his way into the house, someone was praying Qiyam al-Layl. Someone was standing before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and praying at night alone, reciting the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, أَلَمْ يَأْنِ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَن تَخْشَعَ قُلُوبُهُمْ لِذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. Hasn't the time come yet for the believers that their hearts pay heed and feel humility to the words of Allah? Hasn't that time come yet? And the words shook him and grabbed his heart, and he was moved deep inside. It hit a chord. He started thinking about these words and he forgot the main reason why he came to this house. And the only response that was on his tongue, his spontaneous response was, Bala ya Rabbi qad an. Indeed, my Lord, the time has come. And that moment he changed. So he went out of his house, roaming aimlessly, contemplating his life, contemplating his past, his behavior, his reputation, and his future, and his relationship with Allah. He ended up with a group of people who gathered together and they lit a fire, and there were travelers, strangers. He asked their permission to join them. He sat with them, and they were disputing whether to spend the night there or to carry on their journey. And one of them said, we should stay here because there's that famous thief, that famous robber. That's his area, and if we carry on traveling, he might jump on us and we'll be in trouble. So let's spend the night here, then we will set off in the morning. And the name they mentioned, the name of that thief was this very person. It made him think to himself, what did I do that people fear me that much? What kind of curse I have become to humans, to humanity, that people don't even feel safe about their lives and about their property because of me. All of this made him question his life, question his way of life. And then he made the decision that I will change because it's my responsibility. It's not someone else's responsibility to change me and set me on the right course. It's my own initiative, and if I don't take it, it might never happen, and I will face the consequences on the Day of Judgment. And that's exactly what he did. And he became one of the famous scholars, one of the famous worshippers in the history of Islam, and that's Al-Fudayl ibn Iyad. That's the story of Al-Fudayl ibn Iyad. Until today, the books that talk about our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to purify ourselves, how to become better Muslims, better believers, have dozens of his beautiful statements full of wisdom. Who was one day a thief, famous one. What does that tell us? Is that it's our responsibility to change. Life in general is about change. The whole story of life is a game of change. You will never be the same person next year. You'll be different. But the question is, which direction have you taken? That's what Imam Shafi'i used to say. There's no standstill in this world. There's no standstill in this life. You can't stay who you are. You're either moving forward or going backward. So if you are not keen about moving forward, you'll find yourself going backward. Because if you don't change yourself, Shaitan is working full time to change you. That's his vow. That's the goal of his life. He dedicated his whole life for you, just to destroy you, to make sure you end up in the hellfire. So if you don't counter that, his momentum will carry you, or you will get carried away, and he will take you in the direction he wants.
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM in Pietermaritzburg, saying Assalamu alaikum everybody, and welcome on into your breakfast rush on this Monday morning. It's the 6th day of July 2026. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. How you doing?
Good. Tons going on, but good. How you doing? How's your weekend?
Alhamdulillah. All good. It was good. A mixture of rest and doing what one needs to do. So errands. It is the 20th of Muharram, 1448. Monday Mubarak, as Nichal would say.
Exactly. Monday Mubarak to one and all. Welcome on into the show. Well, on a Monday morning, we got to give you everything you need to know as you get up and go and get your week started, right? So electricity tariffs increased this month while consumers are worried. Yes, all of us are worried about affordability. So we'll chat about this later on this morning. We've got the expert on the program. Also, telling you about the Simplex Radio television set giveaway. So if you'd like to win a brand new television set from Simplex Radio, then you got to enter into that competition. It's a general knowledge competition. Nothing too maybe difficulty level around about 5 or 6. So nothing too difficult, but you get the opportunity to win yourself a brand new television set that you could mount up in the house, wherever it is, or these TV sets these days are clever, man. You can hook it up to your computer and have it as a second screen.
Only if you're watching us from that computer. If not, no chance.
Now you know exactly what to do. So I'll tell you what, we'll give you the method of entry into that competition in a little bit. So stick around and stay tuned for that. Wahida Khan in Phoenix sending salams to everybody. So is brother Brian Abrahams with a picture that says,
may Allah bless your day with peace, good health and abundant success. May today bring you joy, barakah and answered prayers. Ameen.
Ameen. Lovely message for the morning. Thank you very much, Brian, for sending that through. Altaf Muhammad, assalamu alaikum to you as well. Okay, so it takes a minute to open the pictures. Well, there you go.
Your time will come. Your prayers will be answered. You will be where you want to be, as long as you don't lose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, enjoy the life He gave you. Appreciate your blessings. He hears your du'as, knows what you need, so everything that you want will come in due time.
Inshallah.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Monday morning. Let's get into your first traffic update for today. Assalamu alaikum. Colonel Rauf.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good, thank you.
That's fantastic. It's Monday. It's the start of a brand new week. What's happening on the roads?
The road from Central America all the way to South America is clear for Brazil to return home. So there's no traffic
Too
that's
soon.
causing any obstruction. Everything's quite clear. So let's get back to Durban now. If you're traveling on the N2 this morning, the traffic is starting to build up already as you're approaching the Spaghetti Junction, that's northbound. But just give a trace there, please. There's an accident on the N2. Now, this is far out north, but in KZN, so if you're going towards Matuba, just past Matuba, going towards Pongola that way, the vehicle is overturned on the N2. So just be aware of that. There will be delays in that vicinity. If you come across an accident, just approach with caution, please. That's your first update.
Easy as that. I was quite surprised by the results that were coming in from the Football World Cup most recently. Colonel, I see you've been keeping an eye on it as well.
I wasn't surprised. I think that Norway played a better game.
I didn't get a chance to watch.
They could have beaten them at least 3-0.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did Erling Haaland hold back?
He tried and eventually got his goal.
Well, he got two, apparently, to take out Brazil, which is quite the interesting development. Having conversations with friends and what have you over the weekend, and everybody was like, consensus, no, Brazil's going to win.
Well, this year I think it's going to be a dark horse. That's going to win that the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That dark horse that beat Canada and made South Africans feel like Moroccans.
Yeah. Well, the other
They were
game,
just lucky, man.
I'm not sure
Because,
whether
you know,
you saw this one here, was Mexico and England.
Yeah, 3-2.
3-2. England taking that one there away with, Harry Kane stepping up on the second goal.
Harry Kane's getting old now, but he's still getting his goals.
That, the thing about that one there is whenever somebody says, hey, getting old, I always go back to this very, very pertinent saying, old geezer still makes hot water.
Not so hot, but
Assalamu
I would say it
alaikum.
takes some time.
We get there eventually.
Like a winter's
We get
morning.
there eventually. It's like, that the old Belna. There's like 5 different pronunciations. I've given you 3. It still knows how to make the roti. Yeah?
Yeah,
It's
okay.
still, and that
Tasty
old,
roti, yeah.
old tava from like your granny's days. When it's hot, the roti is going to be good.
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
Haze expected in Durban this morning. Certain parts of it getting into a bright, sunny, beautiful winter's day. 24 degrees expected for Durban at lunchtime. Pietermaritzburg, similar story. 26 degree high. PMB starting up at 4. Richards Bay today a clear 26, Margate clear 24, Ladysmith from all of 1 up to a clear 22. Newcastle today, overnight was -1. Haze expected there as well. A 24 degree high at lunchtime in Newcastle. Johannesburg, 19 the high, and Cape Town, similar, a clear 19 degrees down the bottom end of South Africa. If you've just tuned in, well, you're in time for at least an hour and a half of the show, where Ismail Khan says to you, don't cry over the past, it's gone. Don't stress about the future. It hasn't arrived yet. Live in the present and make it beautiful. Thank you, Ismail. Hope you have yourself a blessed day, brother.
Farouk Khan says salams to the team. Short and sweet.
Always.
Salams wishing everyone a Mubarak day from Shah and Mosina of Savannah Park.
Monday
This one
motivation.
Okay. Life is so funny. You came with nothing, then fight for everything, and later leave everything behind and go with nothing. Jazakallah khair, Hajra Habib.
I've never personally witnessed, I've seen stories and pictures and what have you on the internet and all of that of people getting buried
Yeah.
with their possessions.
Really?
I've seen it.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. Pharaoh got buried with tons.
Crazy.
Right?
Tyrant of tyrants.
Exactly. And got buried with tons didn't help anybody doing anything because centuries later, grave robbers were just like taking. It's like, okay, I came to make a withdrawal. But I've never seen anybody just, you work so hard your whole life. You go and you accumulate all of this wealth and cars and money and houses and property and businesses and money just coming at you. Know so much of money. And then the day you go with nothing.
Yeah. Look, there's nothing wrong with being ambitious and achieving whatever you want.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like you said, the sad reality is even the people that are closest to you that might not associate with you will fight for those things when you're not there.
How's about this? You spend that amount of time, effort and energy just accumulating all of this. And then towards the end, all you want to do is spend time with the people.
Yeah.
That you should have been doing that with anyway. Another story for another day, that one there. Hasina, assalamu alaikum to you. Ameen to your dua. She says, we are so grateful to have you in our lives and pray that this new year brings you nothing but joy, peace and countless blessings. Who's she talking about? Well, she's talking about Raisa Sheikh Ahmad, who celebrates a birthday today. So happy birthday to you, Raisa Sheikh Ahmad, from Mum, Daddy, Ma, Hasina and Muhammad Farhan.
Terrible MH.
No, Hasina, she's not talking about
we'll just say Assalamu alaikum. Can we do
MH.
that? To MH. That's all.
Yeah. MH is asking if the dark horse name is Logi. There had to be a picture made with him on it saying, I'm not Nigerian, I'm South African.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
This Women's Day, every mosque tells a story. Al Ansar Outreach and Radio Al Ansar proudly present Her Mosque, Her Story.
Join us for an unforgettable day filled with inspiration, delicious food, laughter, comedy, exciting prizes, and heartfelt moments, and get to meet your favorite female presenters.
Tickets are only 300 Rand and every ticket helps support our Slice of Life drive.
Call Outreach today on 031 208 1601 to book your seat for the 8th of August.
Her Mosque, Her Story, because behind every smile, every struggle, every success lies a story waiting to be told.
And remember, she's all that.
For gold and silver investors, the right partner makes all the difference. At IBV Gold, we are a world leader in gold and silver Krugerrands, trusted for over 21 years. Looking to sell? We offer seamless transactions and immediate payment for your Krugerrands. Whether you're buying or selling, IBV Gold delivers unmatched value, security and discretion. Your decision is simple. IBV Gold is the place. IBV Gold, the most valuable decision you'll make. Visit us at www.ibvgold.co.za.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
My name is Rabia Parker. I'm from Western Cape, Cape Town.
I'm Colton. I'm from Cape Town.
Nakira, Cape Town. My favorite radio station is Radio Al Ansar.
We love the Breakfast Rush.
जिसने मदीने जाना कर लो तैयारियां जिसने मदीने जाना कर लो तैयारियां बेड़ा मोहम्मद वाला लहंगा पे तारियां बेड़ा मोहम्मद वाला लहंगा पे तारियां
हाजियां ने चुम्मी जाली
जालियों करमा वाली हाजियान चुमे जाली जालियों करमा वाली लक पहरेदारा भावे छड़ियां ने मारियां लक पहरेदारा भावे छड़ियां ने मारियां जिसने मदीने जाना कर लो तैयारियां जिसने मदीने जाना कर लो तैयारियां बेड़ा मोहम्मद वाला लेंदा पेतारियां बेड़ा मोहम्मद वाला लेंदा पेतारियां अब तो बस एक ही धुन है कि मदीना देखो अब तो बस एक ही धुन है कि मदीना देखो मदीना 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 मेरे मौला इस बार में जी भर के मदीना देखूं अब तो बस एक ही धुन है कि मदीना देखूं यही धुन है मदीना देखूं यही धुन है मदीना यही धुन है मदीना देखो मैं कहाँ हूँ ये समझ लूँ तो उठाऊँ नजरें मैं कहाँ हूँ ये समझ लूँ तो उठाऊँ नजरें दिल जो संभले तो मैं फिर गुंबद खज़रा देखूं अब तो बस एक ही धुन है मदीना 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 आका मेरे आका मुझे तैबा में बुला ले आका मेरे आका मुझे तैबा में बुला ले सोने नहीं देती है सोने नहीं देती है तमन्ना मदीना हर सांस से आती है सदा हाय मदीना हर सांस से आती है सदा हाय मदीना 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 मदीना
Shamim Hafaji sending her salams and dua says Radio Al Ansar is my best companion 24/7 inshallah. Thank you for saying that.
Brownie points for you.
We'll give it two.
Razia Qadar says, Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah for another week ahead. And also loving that recording.
Talking about the name Razia, right? So Razia Rangrage celebrated her birthday yesterday.
Yes.
And she's 21 again.
Oh, nice. Happy belated 21st, Razia.
So Razia Rangrage, from us to you. Hope you had an absolutely blessed day. And then another sister who's part of this station celebrated birthday as well yesterday.
Okay.
She's in our ad executive department, aka the sales department. Sister Shahina celebrated her birthday as well. So from the team, I hope you had yourself an extra blessed birthday with your family. 6:46 this morning. Buddy Governor is going to have a lot to tell you a little bit later on the program with regard to what's the latest coming out of sports if you've not been paying attention. And talking about not paying attention, some headlining news through the weekend.
KwaZulu-Natal is in mourning following the tragic passing of Dr. Mashlaba, who died on Saturday morning after being hit by a vehicle whilst he was jogging in Newcastle. The incident, which occurred in Allen Street, prompted an outpouring of grief from colleagues, political allies, and opponents alike. At the time of his passing, 44-year-old Mashlaba was serving as an ANC member of the Provincial Task Team, a member of KZN, and chairperson of several legislature committees.
So, the good doctor was a previous mayor of Newcastle. It's 6:46. If you need to know the time, officials and medics say 16 government troops have been killed by Houthi rebels in western Yemen's Hudaydah governorate in the most violent clashes in years. A Minister of State and Cabinet aligned with Yemen's internationally recognized government said on Saturday evening that the soldiers from the Tihama region died during fighting in the Jabal Dabas area as violence escalated along the country's western coast. Medical sources told a news agency that hospitals in the area on the Red Sea coast received 16 dead from pro-government forces and 22 wounded.
Back home, we have Gauteng Premier Lesufi, who says water has been partially restored to Rotunda following days of violent protests and prolonged water shortages that left 2 people dead, and the home of Lesedi local municipality executive mayor Nkosi torched. Speaking during a visit to the area yesterday, Lesufi said water had returned to most parts of the community. However, residents in higher lying areas would have to wait another day or 2 before the supply is fully restored. He said the government had put measures in place to prevent similar disruptions happening in future.
Inshallah.
Ameen.
Now, you were talking about having sabr.
Yes.
Tell everybody about it.
So, you read earlier that electricity prices will be increasing.
Have increased.
And I said, interesting.
Yeah.
Your sabr levels must be very high on a Monday morning
Very high.
to read that headline when you don't have electricity. And they've just surprised you.
The entire area this morning was like I don't know. It was a scene that played itself out very, very slowly because you're coming through from the weekend, into a Monday morning, and you kind of know in the back of your mind, okay, I got to wake up, I got to go to work.
Yes, do this,
right,
that,
and your alarms are going off and what have you, and your eyes are open, and it is dark. So it's just like, whatever, just sleep a little bit more. Until that one alarm goes off and you're like, whoa, hold on now. When I hear this one here, I'm supposed to be doing X and Y and Z. Right? It's like my timers to be between different things.
Yeah.
Getting ready to leave home. And nothing. Just pitch black. Darkness. So
Something wrong with the phone, or is there something wrong outside?
Yeah, Curious Me opens up the curtain and the whole area is in darkness. So if you're waking up to no electricity this morning, don't know how much of a difference it's going to make to how much you're paying. But yeah, rising electricity costs are leaving millions of South Africans in the cold and dark this winter. Electricity tariff increases averaging about 9% for municipal customers kicked in last week Wednesday.
The bill is coming soon, eh?
Yeah.
We'll have to see the reflection of that result.
As it is, Eater Queen, you don't know how to
9%.
press the plus button. and then the equals button, because they get, I don't know, sometimes somebody pressing times.
That doesn't make sense.
They're pressing
though.
the X.
Because, like, when you have outages,
Yeah.
and I've said this so many times, shouldn't your bill be lower?
Theoretically. Theoretically, because, I say theoretically because the way they do it is not 1 + 1 = 2. The way they do it is 1 + 1 = an estimated. So sometimes they estimate 1 + 1 being 53.
And sometimes when it's 53, nobody's in the house for a month.
Gosh, it's the estimations are one of the, I don't know, I suppose at the time it was a great idea, but no longer so much so. 6:51 this morning, we've got this story about the electricity hike in our topic of conversation this morning. Power and energy expert and a former executive manager at Eskom and former executive of City Power Johannesburg, Professor Vali Padiachi, expected on the program run about 7:10 this morning. So you can sit back, relax, and we'll try and get you as much info on this electricity price increase in a little bit from now. What are some of the weirdest things you've heard people get arrested for?
This is a tough one.
If you're watching the screen right now, that's her thinking
I don't
face.
know.
So there's this couple, right, that got arrested after climbing the Empire State Building for a daring proposal. Now, how badly you want to get married, man?
It's an expression of your love.
Hey? So you want to go get arrested?
Prove my love to her.
Really?
Yes.
No, some people keep it simple, right? When it comes to proposals, some people go book a fancy restaurant, organize a sunset beach picnic. You know, they hide the ring inside your desserts. They ask you to make samosas and tea and bring the whole family and come over. People keep it simple. They do. And there's people who think, you know what? You know what would make this even more romantic? Let's climb 1,454 feet into the air.
That is beautiful. If they say no, push them.
It's Monday. She's not at her Bob Martens this morning. No. So Kitty, she's complaining, but she's kidding at the same time. Anyway, this couple, right? A famous couple, urban climbers, have gone viral after scaling the iconic Empire State Building in New York City, and they didn't just climb it. They unfurled a massive banner from the sphere, or the spire rather, sat right at the top, taking in the view, and then he proposed. Because apparently getting down on one knee wasn't risky enough on its own. No. The couple, who are named Angela and Ivan, are well known for climbing some of the tallest buildings in the world, but this may just be their most memorable adventure yet. So before the proposal, they also revealed a banner with the quote, "When the power of love beats the power, or the love of power, the world will know peace." I like that. When the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace.
Sweet.
Yeah, very nice.
Giving them
Beautiful sentiment.
brownies, not the rest of them.
Yeah. Beautiful sentiment. Although, I imagine the police officers that were waiting for them at the bottom end, it was like, come. Yeah, those guys, they want that move. Because, yes, moments after the proposal, they were arrested.
The things you do for the gram.
Yeah.
It's for the gram.
You think so?
Absolutely, for the gram.
It's just social media, that's it.
Yeah, for TikTok.
TikTok videos.
I hope they went down and they showed that same signage to the police officers and said, come on. Like,
a cop's got a job to do. I love it. A cop's got a job to do, right? Because the best example of that would be a South African police officer who was on camera saying, "We are not taking sides.
Yeah, I remember that.
We are doing our job." If the foreign national owns a shop and the community complains that this is an illegal immigrant running this shop, we will come in as SAP, we will take them to Home Affairs, we will get them verified. If they're positively verified and they've got all their documentation in place, we'll bring him back to his shop and he can carry on with business as usual.
Makes sense.
But if it's not,
procedures
you
will
must
follow.
go home. Deportation. But anyway, it's 4.5 minutes and counting now to 7. News coming up in a bit.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Feed your soul with knowledge. At the Al-Ansar shop, you'll find a wide selection of Qurans, Islamic books, children's literature, educational resources, gifts and inspirational reading material. Whether you're beginning your journey of learning or expanding your Islamic library, we have something for every age. Visit the Al-Ansar shop today. Al-Ansar shop, inspiring hearts through knowledge.
Your future will be different. Different careers, different opportunities, different ways of working. So your education should do more than keep up. Regent Business School prepares students, professionals and leaders with practical knowledge, digital innovation, immersive learning and real-world experience for what's next. Regent Business School, teaching different things differently. Visit regent.ac.za.
Every day's a good day.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081-207-8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
We love the Breakfast Rush.
رحمة للعالمين صل يا ربي وسلم على رسولنا الكريم جاء للدنيا إماما رحمة للعالمين عليك أزكى صلاة صاحب الخلق العظيم كيف أنكر فيك حبي وهواي بعدما أصبحت داي ودوايا قد حملت الزاد هيا تحنن واطف علي أدخلني باب الثراي حامدين وشاكرين صل يا ربي وسلم على رسولنا الكريم جاء للدنيا إماما رحمة للعالمين صل يا ربي وسلم على رسولنا الكريم جاء للدنيا إماما رحمة للعالمين عليك أزكى صلاة صاحب الخلق العظيم يا رياح الوصل جودي بالوعود إن قلبي يشتهي بدر الوجود نور أحمد قد آتانا بالكتاب.
It's got this interesting Arabic vibe going on this recording, right?
It's a nice tune, though.
You're almost expecting to hear those tabuka drums and what have you.
Yeah.
Kind of expecting.
I like the vibe. It's a Monday vibe.
It's Mohammed Tariq, the vocals-only version of Salli Ya Rabbi wa Sallim. If you're looking for it on Spotify or you want to make a purchase of a brand new track to add to your collection, that's the name of that. It's 7. Let's get into news.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin. Making news at 7, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli says the huge turnout of working-age adults during business hours at the 30th of June marches across the province highlights issues around unemployment and economic exclusion. Good morning, I'm Thabile Duma. KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli says that the huge turnout of working-age adults during business hours at the 30th of June marches across the province highlights issues around unemployment and economic exclusion. He noted that the frustration that drove people to march is not simply about undocumented migrants, but at its root it's about a competition for scarce work, pressure on housing, schooling, healthcare, and public safety. He added that it also reflects communities that have waited too long for an economy that includes them. The Premier clarified that while it's not a new concern and government has been working to address it, marches require that work to be expedited. Ntuli said that a roundtable will unite the Department of Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs, the Department of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Itala Development of Finance Corporation, the KZN Chambers of Commerce, business associations, municipalities, and relevant stakeholders. He said they will interrogate what is working, what is not, and what must be done differently to ensure that South African-owned township and rural enterprises are supported, protected, and given every opportunity to grow. Staying with local news, a newborn baby boy was found abandoned outside a home in Vusimchali Drive on R section in Umlazi on a Saturday night. According to Reaction Unit South Africa, the infant was discovered wrapped in a blanket outside the front door of a residence after the homeowner returned from work. The baby's umbilical cord and placenta were still attached when he was found. Despite the circumstances, the infant appeared to be in good health. The resident immediately alerted the relevant authorities at about 9:30 p.m. However, by 11:32 p.m., no emergency services had arrived at the scene, prompting Vusa to appeal for assistance. Meanwhile, Communications and Digital Technologies Minister Solly Malatsi has denied being unduly influenced to take a meeting with the satellite company Starlink. The denial comes after allegations that Democratic Alliance ministers were being influenced by former DA leader Tony Leon to take meetings with Starlink representatives. Leon owns a consultancy company, Resolve Communications, which has Starlink as one of its clients. In a statement released yesterday, Malatsi said that he has taken a meeting with Starlink and other global satellite companies as part of his work. Despite being owned by South African-born billionaire Elon Musk, Starlink currently doesn't operate in the country. This is due to the company's refusal to comply with the country's broad-based Black economic empowerment policy. To qualify for an operating license, Starlink would have to give up a certain percentage of its ownership to historically disadvantaged groups. While former celebrity lawyer Pete Viljoen will this week fight for his freedom when he launches a formal bail application, his wife Melanie gave an undertaking that she will give a full cooperation in current investigations relating to the pair. Private investigator Mike Bolhuis said in a statement that Mel had recently contacted his company, Specialized Security Services. Bolhuis said that during this initial communication, Mel expressed a sincere remorse for her past conduct and indicated her willingness to present herself to the Specialized Security Services with the express intention to cooperate fully and be active. And finally, a court in Albania's capital, Tirana, has freed 19 protesters detained during a violent protest against a resort linked to U.S. President Donald Trump's family. One of the lawyers told the reporters that the protesters released yesterday were held on suspicion of refusing to obey police orders, organizing illegal demonstrations, and disturbing public order. Lawyer Dorian said that 2 of them will be placed under house arrest and 12 must report to the judicial police once or twice a month. The remaining 5 will face no charges. Dozens of supporters who gathered outside the court chanting "Free the Boys" greeted the announcement with cheers. Taking a look at our financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands and 26 cents, to the euro at 18 rands and 58 cents, to the pound at 21 rands and 68 cents. The Saudi riyal is at 4 rands and 32 cents. Gold is trading at $4,163.85 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $71.75 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with headlines at 7:30. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Thabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Thabile Duma. Much appreciated. It's coming up for 7:05, and I want to clear up WhatsApp really quickly and just get out all of your messages to you. Fatima, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for your interesting message this morning. Fazila Kaji sending salams and feeling that it's ridiculous every 3 months having electricity increases. I don't think it's an increase every 3 months. I think it's a 3-month cycle with the estimation, or more accurately, a guesstimation.
Yeah, and I imagine you are guesstimating with the 9% increase.
Oh, shame. I hope that's
I hope
true.
It doesn't feel like 18.
Yeah. Salams, Shanaz, hope you're doing well. Nurunisa, Assalamu alaikum to you. Wishing everybody a wonderful day. Now, brought all of the WhatsApp messages to completely read everything from everybody, which means there's no unread messages. So the only messages I want to see coming in now on WhatsApp is if you think you've got what it takes to win a brand new television set from Simplex Radio. Send us a message. I want to win with Simplex Radio. And we'll call you back.
It's a beautiful TV.
It's going to be a video call because we're giving a TV away.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So the team will get in contact with you. Now, it's general knowledge questions. Difficulty level, I'll pitch around 5, maybe 6.
I think that's fair. Halfway.
Exactly. So not too difficult. Questions this morning. Send us a message on WhatsApp now. If you, by the end of this week, want to take away a brand new television set from Simplex Radio. Now, here's the thing. It's going to be a rapid fire Q&A. So if you're nervous, just breathe, take a deep breath, maybe 1, 2, 3, take a few deep breaths and breathe the nervousness out. So hopefully you'll be the winner. Now, send your message now, 0609041056. If you think you've got what it takes to win a brand new television set from Simplex Radio and, of course, your breakfast rush. Now, this traffic update's proudly brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Colonel Rauf, assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Is it a black and white or color TV?
You got all the colors in the rainbow and a few extra ones. But it's a black TV.
I'm asking for a friend.
You're asking for your friend. It only looks black and white when you're watching YouTube and you see Nichal's beard go black and white. That's another story. But anyway, what's happening on the roads?
Vehicle broken down on the M2 southbound in the vicinity of Westwood Mall. Left-hand lane obstructed. Now, there's a lot of traffic coming down the NC this morning, taking the ramp onto the N2 North. And the N2 North looks like it's at a standstill. The reason at this point is unknown, but very, very slow moving from the Spaghetti going towards Gamgeni Road. Accident seen as you pass the Bergville toll. One lane is closed for recovery currently. So just be aware of that. There will be delays in that vicinity. If you're on the south side of the KZN area this morning, taxis are blocking the road at Bizana and in Zamba area. Whatever the reason is, it's unknown. Traffic is at a complete standstill, R61 going towards Bizana. The authorities have been informed. Now, the problem here is trucks. Please, rather stop before you get to that area. So somewhere near Shelly Beach, Margate, just stop your trucks in that vicinity or pull up at the truck stop or whatever, because you know what's going to happen if you get into the traffic and it's going to be moving. So you're going to be moving with an empty truck after that. So please, truck drivers, take note of that and be aware. Serious accident on the NC. It looks like a road closure from what I'm looking at on the southbound carriageway, NC going towards Johannesburg. Just before Heidelberg, this is quite a bad one. I'm looking at pictures coming through. There's about three or four trucks involved with this one. So it looks like complete road closure of the NC in that vicinity. So if you are traveling this morning in that vicinity and you're listening to us, be aware of that, please. Especially the truckers. I think you're going to be stacked up on the N3. You're not going to be able to get to the nearest off-ramp, obviously, because they only want to send the smaller vehicles through there. Vehicle overturned between Shluflu and Mkuze. This is the one I spoke to you about earlier on this morning. It's still there. The services have been notified. They're on their way to look at it. So the N2 going northbound. I'm looking at the entire N2 is obstructed. So traffic is currently going contraflow in that vicinity of the accident. Slow-moving traffic on the N2 northbound from the M7 coming towards Spaghetti. And then from the Spaghetti going towards Mgeni as well. Like I said, there's something happening there somewhere along that route. Might be roadworks. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for reports to come through. The N2 southbound, as well as you're approaching Umhlanga, a little bit slow-moving as well. Phoenix Highway is slow-moving as you're coming out onto the R102 towards the M41. Now, if you come from JG Champion this morning onto the M41, there's roadwork as you get up the hill before the Phoenix ramp. The right-hand lane will be taken away, so slow-moving traffic in that vicinity as well. That's your second update.
Colonel Raouf, I need permission from somebody very high up the ladder, and at the moment, you're like the highest person on the ladder that I'm speaking to.
What you need?
I need permission. I'm requesting. To find out if I can get permission.
Well, a request first, and we'll tell you.
Okay, can I say happy birthday to Jacinta Zinhle Mangobesi Zuma?
You can say happy birthday to her. You can blow the candles out. You can
ask her where breakfast is.
Okay,
at.
happy birthday, Jacinta. There you go. I got permission. It's actually her birthday today.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. I suppose everybody deserves to be. Sure, I don't know. I don't know her age. I'm not going to give that away.
But I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
You listen to that lady.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a lot of sense in what she says.
She is very well spoken. She is quite the personality, quite charismatic, etc. Very articulate, very educated. Worked in radio, so she's a former radio colleague, so I can't say too much about that. She's done her fair share in the broadcast industry. But yeah, there's certain things that she says where she makes absolute sense. And other things not so much.
50-50.
Assalamu alaikum, Colonel.
Walaikum salam.
So as you travel today, remember Pelican Pharmacy is here to keep your health on track. Visit us at 262 Lenny Naidu Drive, Bayview in Chatsworth for friendly professional service and all your healthcare needs. Call us to schedule your medication deliveries and enjoy free delivery on chronic medication for your convenience. This traffic report was proudly brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy, caring for your health every step of the way. Now, standing by to give us all of the information that we need with regard to the electricity tariff increase, we've got Professor Vali Padiachi on the show after this quick break.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
This Women's Day, every mosque tells a story. Al Ansar Outreach and Radio Al Ansar proudly present Her Mosque, Her Story.
Join us for an unforgettable day filled with inspiration, delicious food, laughter, comedy, exciting prizes, and heartfelt moments, and get to meet your favorite female presenters.
Tickets are only 300 Rand and every ticket helps support our Slice of Life drive.
Call Outreach today on 031 208 1601 to book your seat for the 8th of August.
Her Mosque, Her Story, because behind every smile, every struggle, every success lies a story waiting to be told.
And remember, she's all that.
Tonight, a child in a shack will try to sleep through the cold. No heating, No insulation, just thin walls and a biting cold. African Muslims Agency is on the ground, reaching families in informal settlements across South Africa with blankets and winter essentials. Help us spread warmth this winter. For 180 Rand, give a blanket. For 360 Rand, a full winter pack. One gift, one less night in the cold. Africa Muslims Agency. Empowering, educating, inspiring.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
TBR, it is 90.4 FM in Durban, 105.6 FM Pietermaritzburg. Rising electricity costs are leaving millions of South Africans in the cold and dark this winter. Electricity tariff increases averaging 9% for municipal customers kicked in on Wednesday, the 1st of July. This followed a similar Eskom increase 3 months earlier. A 2026 analysis found tariffs have risen roughly 6 times faster than inflation since 2007. More than a third of South Africans live below the 1,109 Rand a month poverty line. And electricity price hikes are forcing them to choose between food, warmth, safety, or power. As mentioned earlier, joining us on the line now is Professor Vali Padiachi, power and energy expert and a former executive manager of Eskom and a former senior executive of City Power Johannesburg. Professor, good morning to you once again and welcome back to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Good morning and salams, Nichal, and I understand that Nazmeera is also joining us, so good morning to her as well, and to the viewers and listeners. Glad to be back.
Professor, always a pleasure having you on the program. Tell us, why is the price of electricity still high, despite the current cessation of load shedding and the seeming availability of excess electricity supply? Should we not expect prices to decrease in such a scenario?
Yeah, Nichal, that's an excellent question. I mean, it's a logical question to ask, because if you look at Economics 101, if the supply is higher than the demand, in this case electricity, then you would expect the price of electricity to come down. But unfortunately, there's a lot of history to this, and to keep it simple and concise and short, there are some further operational factors and some structural issues in the landscape that's causing this. So very quickly, the cost of generating electricity is still very high, and key to that is the primary energy cost, like your coal cost of borrowed capital, maintenance, etc. Then also you've got the recent tariff increases, as you alluded to, so that needs to be factored in. And then you still have the fluctuating demand-supply situation. Then more importantly, Nichal, the regulator NESA, has for many years, decades, and I mean come from there, has been giving Eskom and the municipalities a lower affordability tariff, lower than the cost-reflective tariff. And that's been accumulating over the years, and it's now come back to bite Eskom and the municipalities, and they still need to recover the cost to keep the businesses sustainable. So those are the key aspects that I can put to you and the listeners, Nichal.
What are the key factors contributing to the rising electricity tariffs in South Africa, and how do they impact consumers, Professor?
Well, the key causes of the tariff increases that I've alluded to is primarily driven by the need for investment in the infrastructure, because this is a capital-intensive and asset-intensive electricity sector. So in terms of infrastructure, meaning the grid, and of course the maintenance and refurbishment thereof, draws a lot of the capital and the finances, especially for Eskom and the munis. And then, importantly, Nazmeera, as we recovered from load shedding, there's now a shift by Eskom and the munis to ensuring a reliable and resilient supply, which requires significant financial resources. And these obviously cause a strain in the budget, etc. So those are the primary.
Let's turn our attention to businesses now. Professor, how should businesses adapt their procurement strategies in light of these escalating electricity costs?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that these rising electricity costs only affects all customers, meaning residential, commercials, and industrials. But the commercial and industrial customers are impacted significantly because they also contribute to the economy. So businesses need to, which I think they're doing, to adopt more resilient procurement strategies by diversifying their energy sources, electrical energy sources, and seeking long-term contracts that can provide price stability. Additionally, investing in energy efficiency and renewable energy solutions can mitigate some of the impact of the rising costs. Collaboration with suppliers to understand their challenges and finding synergies in logistics can also manage overall expenses. Sure.
Can you explain the concept of electrical energy uncertainty and how it differs from traditional load shedding?
Yeah, that's a new term that's come into the landscape, electrical energy uncertainty. And very simply, Nazmeera, it encompasses a broader range of challenges beyond what we had the scheduled load shedding and also load reduction, and I don't want to get there. It includes inter alia infrastructure failures, maintenance delays, and unpredictable disruptions, especially at the municipal level. This unpredictability poses significant operational risks for businesses as they must navigate not only power outages, but also the reliability and resilience of electricity delivery, which can affect production schedules and supply chain efficiency. Nazmeera.
Professor, as a final question for this morning, what role can government and the regulatory bodies play in addressing these high electricity prices for customers?
That's another excellent question, Nichal, because government, including the regulator NESA, are the key role players that needs to address the situation. Because I repeat, the price of electricity is astronomical, it's gone through the roof, it needs to come down as a matter of urgency. So the role that government and NESA has to play, and bearing in mind that NESA has not been giving Eskom and the municipalities cost-reflective tariffs over the decades, they've been given a lower affordable tariff, which is part of the NESA mandate, part of the Balancing Act. So what needs to happen, very simply, is that between government and NESA, they need to harmonize the affordability and cost-reflective tariffs so that both Eskom and the municipalities get their cost-reflective tariffs to maintain their business, which is like what the private sector always demands, while at the same time, the private sector, like you and I, and the industrial and commercials get a lower affordable tariff. And that has to be, there has to be a separate model. And I understand government is addressing it. My final point, through the energy pricing policy, it's a document, key document that talks to electricity prices, and that's being currently amended. And I understand it's about to be submitted to cabinet for approval, and then it'll come out for public comment. Let me leave it there, Nichal.
Thank you very much, Professor Vali Padiachi. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Have a blessed day going forward.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
That was Professor Vali Paniachi, power and energy expert and former executive manager of Eskom and a former senior executive of City Power. Josie, talking about the most recent electricity price tariff increase, which is averaging around 9% for municipal customers, that kicked in on the 1st of July. Now, somebody's phone's about to ring, and you're about to get the opportunity to play 60 seconds and put your name down on a list of people that will win a brand new TV set.
If you think you know your general knowledge,
Yeah.
if it's pretty fair,
Yeah.
then you should be doing this. You should be texting us, and
Yeah.
who knows, you might be chosen.
All right, 60 seconds, 10 out of 10, and your name goes on the list. Not too difficult, is it?
Not at all.
Not
at all.
The phone is ringing. Somebody's phone's ringing. Assalamu alaikum. Ooh, did she fall down?
I hope not. Are you okay?
It sounded like she fell down. Salam.
Walaikum salam.
Are you-
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, you're good. You didn't fall down, did you?
No, I meant to put my radio.
Smart move.
Right, okay.
Because I do listen to Radio Al-Ansar every day. Every day.
That's the best idea. Hey, the best idea. I'll tell you what. Shanaz, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Overport.
Good to have you on the program, Shanaz. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 60 seconds. There's 10 questions. In order to put your name on a list of potential winners for this TV, you got to get 10 out of 10. Are we clear? Right. Simplex Radio wants you to be a winner. So, Shanaz, here's your 60 seconds.
Take a deep breath and get ready. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
Shanaz, how many levels does the Eiffel Tower have? Is it 40 or 50?
50.
Is the correct answer. Question number 2. What is South Africa's biggest desert called? Is it the Kalahari Desert or the Sahara Desert?
Kalahari Desert.
Correct. What color is an airplane's black box? Is it orange or black?
Black.
Oh, Shanaz, you need a 10 out of 10. And the airplane's black box is actually orange in color.
Okay.
Thank you for playing, Shanaz. You can try again tomorrow.
Okay. No problem, I will.
Assalamu alaikum, Shanaz.
Walaikum salam.
Have a blessed day. Now, I did mention that the questions were a little bit like 5 or 6 on the difficulty level, right?
You did.
And then we made it multiple choice, which brought it down a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get a question like this, which kind of throws you a little bit of a curveball. What color is an airplane's black box? And the answer is orange. But then again, I gave you options, man. I said to you, is it black or is it orange?
The question can be confusing sometimes.
50-50.
General knowledge.
Here's a bit of general knowledge from Vodacom coming your way in just a moment. But remember, Simplex Radio is giving you the opportunity to win this TV. Enter tomorrow morning. Put your name down.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Your hits, your sound, your station, your TBR. Monday to Friday.
At Amina's Wonder Spice, we know that many of you already enjoy the pleasure of cooking with our 100% pure ginger and garlic. Our unique masala paste have created a new dimension and variety to your dishes. For all these reasons and more, we've called it a Wonder Spice. Amina's Wonder Spice. creating a unique taste in a paste. Available throughout South Africa, neighboring countries and also in the UK. Contact us on 031 577 5023 or www.aminaspice.co.za.
Right now, over 150 million children around the world are orphaned, facing hunger, hardship, and uncertainty. With Islamic Relief's Orphan Sponsorship Program, you can provide a child with access to education, nutritious food, essential healthcare, and a safe home. Your sponsorship is not just support, it's hope, security, and a brighter future. Be the reason an orphan child smiles again. Sponsor an orphan today with Islamic Relief.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
We have deals to warm you up this winter. So while everything else is going up, we keep our prices low just for you. Like our 20 gig data plan. It's a SIM only, giving you 20 gigs of data, 10 gigs anytime and 10 gigs night owl, as well as 30 gigs once off with a free 5000 mAh power bank at 99 Rand per month over 24 months, saving you over 720 Rands. If you want more data, school will be opening pretty soon. We give you the 60 gigs data deal, also SIM only, 40 gigs of anytime data and 20 gigs night owl for those sleepless nights. We also throw in 30 gigs for you once off, absolutely free, and that power bank we spoke of, 179 Rands over 24 months gives you this deal. We also have your Samsung Galaxy A16. It's a 4G device, so if you need the phone to put the SIM in, then this one is for you. The device comes with 170 Rand airtime value and 30 gigs of once-off data. Also that 5000 mAh power bank, absolutely free. Let's talk about the phone. It's got a 6.7-inch display. You've got your triple 50 megapixel, 5 megapixel and 2 megapixel rear cameras. It comes with a 13 megapixel selfie camera, 128 gigs of storage, 4 gigs of RAM, and it's an Android 14 device. Your Samsung Galaxy A16 on the Red Flexi 170 plan is available for you now at 169 Rand per month over 36 months, or get it prepaid at 2,899 Rands. If you an Honor fan, then we have the Honor X5C Plus on the Red Flexi 170 plan. It's a 4 gig device, so 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and you've got your 5 megapixel selfie camera on here. 169 Rand over 36 months, or prepaid at 2,229 Rand with that free power bank.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0 Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, alleged cartel boss Vusmusikat Matlala will not appear before the Matlanga Commission tomorrow. 2 suspects are expected to appear in the Johannesburg Magistrates Court today. They are linked to the theft of precious stones worth nearly 15 million rands from a Killarney home in 2023. And finally, a super typhoon with equivalent force to a Category 5 hurricane tore through the U.S. island of Rota in the Pacific today, with authorities saying that they had received reports of major damage. That's it for now. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Thabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Thabile Duma. As you travel today, remember, this traffic report's brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Lieutenant Colonel Rauf, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Thank you. So if you're traveling on the N2 northbound, just after the M7, got a bus and a car involved in an accident. It's not a bus and a car, it's a truck and a car. You go further down the N2, just past the Spaghetti Junction, got a bus broken down in the fast lane. They're busy dealing with that at the moment. On the N3 this morning, we're traveling near the Hook Toll Plaza. 2 trucks involved in an accident. Lanes are obstructed. Traffic is using the center median to get past. Please approach with caution. The entire roadway is closed. Just be aware of that, please. That's at the Hook Toll Plaza, going towards Johannesburg. Accident, Pinetown, Compton Street. Just after Compton Street on Shepton Road. 2 vehicles involved in this one, so there'll be delays. Vehicle overturned near the Amkumas off-ramp on the N2. Looking at pictures coming through. It's sitting on the center island. It's going to affect the north and southbound. But we were slowing down to see what's happening. Another accident on the N2 north before the Eagleton Highway with multiple injuries. This one's got a bakkie involved with a car. So there's going to be major delays in that vicinity. Just allow for extra traveling time, please. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Colonel Rauf. Appreciate it. You have yourself an extra specially blessed day today.
A happy birthday.
To Jacinta. Assalamu alaikum. As you travel today, remember Pelican Pharmacy is here to keep your health on track. Visit us at 262 Lenny Naidu Drive, Bayview in Chatsworth for friendly professional service and all their healthcare needs. Call us to schedule your medication deliveries and enjoy free delivery on chronic medication for your convenience. The traffic report proudly brought to you by Pelican Pharmacy, caring for your health every step of the way.
Got dragged on, excellent length, a little bit of movement.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Govender.
If you are sitting down and you are crying because your team is going home, Buddy is here to tell you why. Hey, Buddy Govender, Assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Welcome. What a wonderful weekend of sport, Nichal, this week. And I'm sure a lot of people disappointed. I must tell you, I was not. Really, I was not. But not at all. Not at all. There's that man brought Haaland, a one-stop wrecking machine, and indeed. But let's get into it because England-Norway, they emerged victorious in a blockbuster night of FIFA World Cup round of 16 action. Meanwhile, Australia claimed the global women's cricket crown. Ferrari returned to the top step in a chaotic week of superb sport. FIFA round of 16 World Cup last night, Norway, Brazil. Yes, Brazil just has all the support in the world, but there was Norway. Erling Haaland, he scored a stunning 2 late goals, 79th and 90th minute, to knock 5 times champions Brazil out of the tournament, send Norway into their first ever World Cup quarterfinals. Neymar scored a late consolation penalty in stoppage time. It was a very, very disappointing campaign by the Brazilians. The later game, early hours of the morning, England, Mexico at the Azteca Stadium. It was a nerve-wracking epic at the high-altitude Azteca Stadium as 10-man England overcame a Gerald Konsa red card to defeat the co-host Jude Bellingham strike, a double strike, and Harry Kane converted from the spot to withstand a fierce Mexican comeback. A great performance there by England, might I add. Tonight, we can look forward to 2 games. Portugal will take on Spain. Very difficult to call that one. It's going to be out from the Dallas Stadium in Arlington. 7 o'clock kickoff, South African time. And then the last co-host stand-in, USA and Belgium. That's a midnight kickoff coming from Seattle. It's going to be an interesting one to see if USA can carry the flag as one of the hosts. In the ICC Women's T20 World Cup final yesterday, Australia, they won by 7 wickets against England at Lord's. They captured their 7th T20 World Cup trophy. They just can't seem to lose. They were restricted, England, to 150 for 4 in their 20 overs. The Australian women chased down the target effortlessly reaching 153 for 3 in just 17.1 overs. Then moving over to the British Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc. Well, he won a chaotic race at Silverstone for Ferrari, capturing his first Formula One victory in over a year. Pole sitter and championship leader Kimi Antonelli, well, he suffered a front left wheel shield failure that dropped him out of the points. Max Verstappen crashed into the gravel late in the race, triggered a safety car, while George Russell secured a surprise second place after Ferrari mistimed Lewis Hamilton's late pit stop. Hamilton, though, rounded off the podium in third place, despite serving an early penalty for a false start. So you can't get any bigger than that as a weekend of sport, Nichal. And I'm sure this is going to be an interesting weekend as we move out of the last 16 and into the last 8 of the FIFA World Cup 2000.
We are certainly looking forward to it, buddy. Always comprehensive reporting from you. Brilliant. Thank you very much, sir. Have a wonderful Monday.
Excellent. You, Naz, and the Magic TBR team as well. Assalamu alaikum. Ciao.
Alaikum salam. Is there any particular team that you were backing at the moment?
No.
Okay.
No,
just ask.
Because the team that I was backing is gone. They're not
so
in a.
No
they're not in a World Cup. The second option, not teams are just performing differently. Differently.
And every game they surprise you. Hey.
Exactly. Like I was really thinking Brazil's going to win the game.
Really?
Exactly. Because it's Brazil. And then Portugal and Spain. For me, I want Portugal to win. Not because of Portugal.
Right.
But because of this one gentleman that's playing his 6th World Cup for his country.
Yeah.
Has won every accolade under the sun except a World Cup.
You know.
And this is quite possibly his last one.
When Portugal tied with Congo, I was like, nah. If you can't beat Congo, Angas.
Hey, these boys, they're strong, man. They're strong. It's 18 minutes to 8, but quite realistically, I want Portugal to go through, if not for anything else, but just for this. I can't even call him a young man anymore because in sporting terms, he's a bar leader. Oh.
I'm looking at Morocco.
You're looking at Morocco?
Quite strongly. I think they've really impressed us this season. And I think they could come through strong.
I've got Faisal Sahib who's agreeing with me. He says, hey, go Portugal.
Imagine a Portugal and Morocco final.
Mondley was very, very happy over this past couple of days. So much so that he's still wearing his cap.
Yep.
Because of the Springbokke, our Bokke. That Bokke took England and said, thank you, bye-bye.
He's actually green from head to toe.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Well, he's really happy. 45-21, Bokke winning over England. That was brilliant. It's almost 7:45 now.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Radio Al Ansar welcomes your feedback. If you have a broadcasting related complaint, please put it in writing and address it to the head of the complaints committee. Include your full name, contact details, a clear description of your complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or bring it in person to our Pietermaritzburg office at 240 Ortman Road, Willerton. Your input helps us serve you better.
At Checkers, our Steakhouse Classic range is crafted for those who take pride in every braai. Each cut is hand-trimmed by our expert butchers, perfectly matured and vacuum-packed for tenderness that melts in your mouth. From man-sized T-bone steak, beef tomahawk, and classic steak cuts, our butchery brings you over 21 Steakhouse Classic steak cuts to choose from, perfectly prepared. Checkers Cowie Park and Westwood Mall. Butchery, bakery, and deli, certified by the NIHT.
Your future in accounting starts with the right
right foundation. Regent Business School's SAICA-endorsed Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting degree prepares aspiring accounting professionals with the knowledge, discipline, and practical understanding needed for the world of finance, business, and professional practice. With flexible learning, academic support, and a pathway towards the PGDA, Regent helps you take your next step with confidence. Regent Business School, teaching different things differently. Visit regent.ac.za.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This is the Breakfast Rush. It's the intelligent choice. Sari jannat mein Rasool Arabi likha hai, dali dali mein Ali aur Wali likha hai, sabz patton pe Hasan aur Kali par Zahra, surkh phoolon pe Husain ibn Ali likha hai. Ali nu yaad karo, dal ke faryad karo, Ali nu yaad karo, dal ke faryad karo, hai gareeb da ego asra. Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola 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 Ali mola Ali dam dam, lakh te karod wari akho jam jam, lakh te karod wari Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam. Nabi da pyara Ali noor ala noor, Ali da Allah Allah ka beche zahur, Ali mola 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 mola, Ali mola da jida mola ne huzur, Ali pire pire dae dil da sarur, Ali mola Ali mola Ali mola Ali waliyad sira dae taaj Ali Ali, mo'min di bas hai mera jali Ali, waliyad sira dae taaj Ali Ali, mo'min di bas hai mera jali Ali. Gene gene dasa ki me, gene gene dasa ki me, gene gene dasa ki me Ali de karam, gene gene dasa Ali Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam. Ali naal bughz rakhe ve tu nikamme aa, Ali naal bughz rakhe ve tu nikamme aa, otthe tera haj hove, otthe tera haj hove, jithe Ali jane aa, jithe Ali jane aa. Ali di pehchan hai Rab di pehchan, Ali diya taaqatan nu janda jahan, Ali mola 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 mola, Rab da sher chi Ali di shan, kull iman Ali nabi da elan, Ali mola Ali mola Ali mola Ali haidar karar butura Ali Ali, hashmi charag la jawab Ali Ali, haidar karar butura Ali Ali, hashmi charag la jawab Ali Ali, jena dana koi Ali una da baram, jena dana koi Ali Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam, Ali mola Ali mola Ali dam dam. Hadaniyam kanam tanam mastam, bandae murtazali hastam, peshwa tamam zindanam, kesage kue shere yazdanam. Maidaan mein aa gaye ho to phir khul ke baat ho, maidaan mein aa gaye ho to phir khul ke baat ho, main to Ali ke saath hu, main to Ali ke saath hu, tum kiske
Ghulam Mustafa Qadri bring us up to 10 to 8 this morning. It's your breakfast rush. I'm just thinking, man, Simplex Radio 67 years old this year.
Kids would be happy with that number.
They have been around for generations of customers. Families come in. Dad comes in with his kids. Years later, that kid is a parent walking into the store with their kid.
Yep.
And it's Simplex Radio. And then years after that, that kid's walking in with their kids. So great-granddad or great-great-granddad started the whole thing off going down to Simplex Radio with children and just buying the very best of technology. And generations later, Simplex Radio is still there, just giving you the very best of the best. And then saying, on TBR, we want to give you something for free.
The love of community businesses. And how has technology evolved from back then to now, where they have fridges that light up and can talk to you?
Yeah. I saw this the last time I was there. You can walk in and you can knock on the door on the fridge. It's not like the fridge is going to say, hello, who's there? It's not. The fridge is not going to do that. But you go there and you knock on the fridge and on the window.
Yeah.
And it lights up. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to open the door. You can see
whatever's inside.
What you need to put in your shopping list.
Listen, if your electricity is going up by 9%, you can be grateful.
Don't open the door.
Yes.
Let the cold out. It's winter, man. You don't make the kitchen more cold. Right? But listen, you can enter and win from Simplex Radio tomorrow morning. You could get yourself a brand new television set from Simplex Radio here on your breakfast rush. And all you got to do in the morning, tomorrow morning, is send us a message on WhatsApp and we'll call you back. Answer 10 questions, get 10 out of 10 in 60 seconds. Your name goes on a list for this week Friday when the TV just goes with you.
Inshallah. And look, we've been kinda, I would think. I mean, you made it multiple choice today.
Drop
the level a little bit.
Yeah.
So, you have the opportunity. Take it with both hands.
8 minutes and counting to 8 Salah times for today.
On the 20th of Muharram, 1448, Zohar, 6 minutes past 12, Asr, 32 minutes past 3, Maghrib, 12 minutes past 5 this evening, and Isha, inshallah, at 34 minutes past 6 tonight. Have a lovely Monday. Be the best version of you.
Do good. Be good. Have a blessed day.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
This hadith is sponsored by Ashraful Aid, International Humanitarian Organization.
حديث أدي قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وابكي على خطيئتك. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, cry over your sins. Crying over our sins means that we should regret over the wrongs that we have committed. Sins destroy a person in this world and the year after. Stay away from all sins.
This hadith is sponsored by Ashraful Aid, International Humanitarian Organization.
Every month, your sadaqah can make a difference. With Ashraful Aid, you can automate your monthly sadaqah and give without having to remember each time. Set your amount once, whether it is 50 Rand, 100 Rand, or any amount you choose, and your sadaqah will continue to support those in need every month. It is simple, consistent, and rewarding. Automate your monthly sadaqah today with Ashraful Aid. Visit www.ashrafulaid.org. Ashraful Aid, with humanity, for humanity.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. convenience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickville Road, Overport.